Good afternoon. Rich Nass, Executive Vice President of Open Systems Media, here for this week's installment of 5 Minutes With. This week, I have the pleasure of speaking to Gregor Bleiman, who is the newly appointed President of Connected Development. Now, I understand you've been around for about 3 weeks or so, right? Isn't that right, Gregor?
Yeah, that's right, Rich, and it's been great so far, really good.
Good. Well, that's more than enough time to immerse yourself, so you should have every answer to every question I could possibly ask at this point.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you go to the company's website, it says, Connected Development provides the most comprehensive set of services on the market to bring products from concept to reality quickly and painlessly. With all due respect, and I'm sure you didn't write this because you're brand new, but that's
Sure.
Just marketing speak to me, and everybody says that. What makes you guys? What would make me believe that you guys can really do that?
Yeah, so one of the great things that I found in my short time here is just one is the quality of the team that's here, and the breadth and depth of the skill set. So really a fantastic team with a ton of experience, not just within their time at Connected Development, but also their general time outside of Connected Development in terms of what they've worked on. So we do everything from very specific antenna design on the hardware side to RF troubleshooting, to hardware board layouts, to firmware development, to working with we have also additional partners in the ecosystem, if you will, so we can bring on somebody to do mechanical design, and basically anything that a company would come to us with regard to having a concept. So whether that's in the industrial space, whether it's in the consumer type space, and really taking that and all the way through certification. So we have a really strong certification team with a lot of experience. We have our own RF chamber. So just really have done very well in taking a lot of customers, and you can come to us in any point in time in that design process. It doesn't have to be from a sketch on a piece of paper. It can be when you're just, let's say, doing some of your own design work and you want to, the RF isn't working well for you. You can bring that to us and we can take a look at it and help you with that last design piece and take it through certification as well.
Okay. Now you guys are a spin out of Multitech. Does that offer some sort of competitive advantage, or does that not make a difference?
It certainly helps us in terms of exposure into some of the ecosystem plays, and also we can bring in maybe a different type of solution. If we see that the solution doesn't necessarily warrant something that we would do, we could bring in Multitech and make sure that the solution is really best tailored, not only from a design standpoint, but also from a business model, economic standpoint, and make sure that our customers can be as successful as possible.
Okay. Now you guys are in the industrial IoT space, and I happen to be a huge believer in that. I think that it's extremely untapped at this point. Are you in agreement with that?
Yeah, completely. I think a lot of the marketing noise, right, and rightfully so to a certain degree because of the players involved, is around that consumer space. But I came out of Telit just recently, and certainly there was a large emphasis on the industrial space there as well. And so completely, believe that, and it's just a little bit longer kind of cycle that's involved there.
So what do you have in store to capitalize on that?
Well, we've got a number of customers already that are in that space, so in the industrial space. So we have a good understanding of that space. And as I said, if we can't do something, we'll bring in really strong partners to work with us. So we could do, for instance, a full project management type of situation where we could manage other contractors or other players to bring that solution to fruition. So we're seeing more and more movement and more interest in the industrial space. Certainly one of the challenges there is connecting back into the legacy systems and things like that. But certainly, the ROI equation that usually exists, or the higher efficiency argument in terms of the industrial processes, is a really great argument that we use when we go into those opportunities to say, hey, we can help you in the design process. You may not have the expertise on the wireless side, but we can bring that to you and work very closely with the systems that so well, and make that a great solution for you guys.
Okay, well that sounds pretty good. What do you got planned for your? They always talk about the first 100 days. What do you have planned for your first 100 days on the job?
Well, one is certainly kind of lay out a plan for growth. The nice thing is, as I said, we've got just a super great team here. So I'm not worried about kind of the resources and the foundational piece. It's really building on top of that and figuring out how we can grow, and then also expanding our capability. So we do obviously a phenomenal job in kind of the hardware, embedded software side, but we see opportunities in other areas that we can take advantage of as this whole IoT world grows dramatically. So kind of look at that, look at kind of how we can expand our partnership base as well, and just and along the way, hopefully have a good time. So
sounds great. I'm afraid we have used up our 5 minutes, but sounds like you have some great plans in store.
Yeah, no, very excited to be here.
That's great. That was Gregor Bleiman. He is the president of Connected Development, and I am Rich Nass with Open Systems Media. Have a great day, Gregor.
Great, super. Thanks very much, Rich.